There is something moving in you right now that you have not yet found the right words for. A quiet rearrangement, a change in what you carry, in what your spirit is reaching toward, in what you no longer feel willing to accept. It's been hard for you to put a name on what you're feeling because you're not sure if it's growth, restlessness, or something else. Now I'm telling you, it's not confusion. It's me. I'm working on you. It's not small, and it won't just be there for a short time. I have decided that you need to be a different person for the next part of my plan. Not a slightly better version. Not the same person who has better habits or a more routine-based life. There is more to this than just changing how you act. You need to change what you believe about yourself, what you are willing to carry, and what you are not willing to settle for. Strong was the version of you that got you this far. It worked well enough to get you here, but it was made for a different road. What's coming needs a different base, a stronger one, and strength that doesn't depend on things staying calm. You may have noticed that some things are losing their power over you. It's not the same when you say words that used to stick with you. Things that used to throw you off balance are now finding you more stable than they thought. You're starting to feel like the habits you've had for years are weighing you down instead of helping you. Do not ignore these signs. This is the job. This is me pulling what's loose away and bringing out what was only there, because you hadn't learned how to live without it yet. Every loosening is done on purpose. I'm not taking anything away from you that isn't necessary. Your hunger is also changing in a new way. Things that you used to chase are becoming less important to you. Things that didn't matter before are now becoming important. Things you used to want are now different. Not in a loud or dramatic way, but like a river making its way, not through force, but through steady, sure movement. Your desire is changing. This is not a mistake. I'm taking you away from what you want to do, because you need to pay attention to where I'm leading you. You would have been somewhere else if you had eaten the old way. This change didn't start as soon as you saw it. It began a long time ago. It was moving below the surface of your days. When you were alone and quiet, you felt like something was lifting or settling, but you couldn't put your finger on it. During the nights when thoughts that used to be strong began to sound empty. When you woke up in the morning, there was something new pressing against your chest that you couldn't put your finger on. That was not a mistake. You were getting something from me, but it wouldn't show itself until it was ready. Let everyone know that you agree if you think this word fits. You're not making this change happen. You are not just using your willpower to bring it to life. This is a job I'm beginning from the inside out. The kind that can't be made by hard work alone. It needs my help. I'm rebuilding how you see yourself, how you deal with your own life, and how you carry what has been given to you. As the rebuilding goes on, the outside world will start to show how the inside has changed. The chances that come with this new version of you are already being set up. This season's doors are already set. The links that will help you become the person you want to be are already in motion. Someone close to you will sense something different before you fully understand it yourself. Someone will notice that the way you talk is more steady now than it was before. Some people will be interested in it. Some people will back away from it. Both answers give us information. I'm not asking you to control how other people see your growth. And I want you to stay there, trust what is happening, and stop trying to fit into spaces that were made for a different version of you. Those places were meant to be there. That goal has been met. You have often talked yourself out of quiet certainty, waiting for proof from outside sources before letting yourself believe what you knew to be true on the inside. I'm not telling you to stop being smart. Please stop building a wall of doubt around yourself. There is real work going on inside you. There is a real shift. You are not making up the person you are becoming. My goal is to have a finished picture. With each day that goes by, it gets closer to being something you can see for yourself. There's no need to tell anyone that you're getting stronger. It doesn't need to be known to exist. That kind of strength can get around a room without drawing attention to itself. That holds up under stress, so it doesn't need to be shown to. Your friends and family will no longer need to be persuaded of your worth, because you have already done that for them. That's a different level of trust. It's not noisy. It has a base. The seed is already in you, and I'm not rushing it, because things that grow slowly get strong. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. The things I do in you have a shape and a direction. There is no chance in the movement. It's not just a vague feeling of things getting better without a clear goal. There is a specific person or thing I am building. And everything you're going through right now, every change in how you think and what you want, is all part of that plan. You're not the same person you used to be. You won't be the same person next season as you are now. The job is still not done. What you can see, though, is real. And this is just the start. I'd like to talk to you about what is being taken away. Not to make you feel better by giving you explanations you weren't ready for before, but because you are ready now. Some things are no longer in your life. There were people who left, chances that didn't come up, and seasons that ended before you were ready to move on. And those departures have been making you think about things that no one else could properly answer. I'll answer them now. I moved those things. I'm not responsible for all loss, just the ones you've been grieving. Mine were the ones that made you stand there in silence and wonder what you did wrong. Not because you failed, not because you weren't good enough, but because what I saw in front of you and what I took away could not exist together. You can't bring the weight of an old problem with you into a new area. I'm not going to ask you to. Some of the people who left your life did not have the skills you need to go where you are going. They are not being judged by that. In reality, there are two paths that run next to each other for a while and then split apart. You need a different kind of company now that your path is changing. The people who have already stepped back are not the ones who are meant to walk with you this next season. I'm not telling you to become mean to people who left. You have to believe that I know who should be with you and who shouldn't be. It's also possible for doors to close on you, efforts to fail, plans to fall apart, and gaps to appear and then close up again before you could enter. I understand how you felt. I understand how heavy it is to see something you worked hard for fail. But listen up, a closed door doesn't mean you're not good enough. It changes the path. Not every road will take you where you need to go. I will not let you waste your strength on a path that ends too soon. When I close a door, it's because the one that's now open is more specific, right, and in line with what I have put in you than the one I shut. How I do this work is important. Every time I remove something, I don't explain it as it happens. I don't write down every shift as I do it. That's not being mean. It's just how trust works. It wouldn't help you learn to walk by faith if I told you every step I took. You would miss out on information. That's not the same thing. For the walk I want you to take, you need to be sure that I am good. Sometimes it looks like you've lost, even when you have proof. State, if you think I'm watching over your life right now, I trust you. You're also learning the difference between a short-term pain and a loss that won't go away. During a removal, everything can feel like it will stay the same. Every door that shuts feels like the end of the story. Every departure feels like the end. I can see the whole arc, though. From where I stand, what you think is the end looks nothing like what I think it is. I can see where you're going. I know just what is being taken away to make room for it. And I can tell you right now that what's coming is worth the danger. You have also been getting rid of old patterns that you have been following. And this is probably the most important and quiet work I'm doing. Ways of thinking that kept you in the same cycles. I set goals for you, but you couldn't reach them because of how you saw yourself. Reflexes. The ones who made you flinch, shrink, or say sorry for what you needed. That's what I'm pulling out at the root. It's not easy to work here. It shouldn't be that way. You can't get something deep out of the ground without feeling the motion. You may feel unsettled or like you have no place to stand at times, which is partly because those roots are moving. A new floor is being put down, so the old one is being taken up. You're not going to fall through. You are being moved on. And the ground you stand on will be stronger than anything else you've ever been on. Because I built it just for this version of you, not the one that started the old season. Please don't go back and get what I took. This is important. When something goes away and makes you miss it, you want to go back and get it back, to fill the empty space with something familiar. Please do not give in to that pull. It's not by chance that I'm making room in your life. It's a way to get ready. It won't have to look like what was there before what goes in it next. Whatever I bring you will be recognizable, not because it looks like something from the past, but because it fits with who you are and where you are going. The season of removal is not a time to punish people. As a punishment for failing, I'm not taking things away from you. I'm doing what any skilled worker does when they are making something useful. Getting rid of things that don't belong and clearing the ground. Making room for what really matters. I'm not sorry for treating you like a work in progress, because you are one. I'm putting together something precise in you and around you. And accuracy means getting rid of things that don't belong. Believe in the clearing. Trust the quiet where there used to be noise. Trust the empty spots where things you no longer have used to be. I didn't leave you with less. I've made room for more. And of course, more is on the way. What are you growing inside right now? Not what might grow or what will grow someday if things get better. What is growing inside you right now, in the middle of this season, in the middle of all the stress, uncertainty, or change that is going on around you? You need to hear what I see as well as what you feel. And what I see is a person where strong things are growing. You are developing a trait that is not the same as determination. You can force someone to decide. You can't be forced to do what I'm teaching you. It can only get bigger. This is the kind of steadiness that doesn't need things to go its way to stay in place. This is the kind of peace that stays even when things get tough. It's the kind of determination that doesn't need a crowd or other people to push them to keep going. I'm making you more like this. It's not done yet. The pain is real though, and it gets worse every day. You are learning to be patient without being told to. That is the best way to understand it. Not because someone tells you to, but because you need it right now. There's more to learn. The sense of urgency that used to make you make bad choices and the restlessness that used to make you feel like you couldn't wait are going away. At this point, you know that I'm not doing everything that you can see, and that the most important work often takes place where you can't see it. The way you live your days has changed since you learned that. You are also building a new relationship with your own mind. You are learning to become aware of your thoughts instead of living in them. When a thought comes to you, you're not immediately sucked into it. Instead, you're starting to stand outside of it and ask yourself if it's true, if it belongs to you, and if it fits with what you know. There has been a big change. One of the most important things I can do for someone is this. Instead of just reacting, teach them how to live in their own minds. This is what you are learning, and it is changing everything else. The things you say about yourself and your life are also changing. They aren't changing a lot or all at once, but they are becoming more measured and honest. You're not acting as carelessly when you talk. You're getting the idea that what you say out loud is important. Not because they believe in ghosts, but because they care about real things. Words make us pay attention. Actions are shaped by attention. What you do affects your life. You're becoming more aware of your own voice. That means they are starting to understand how important they are in the world. Everything you do in public will be based on the inner life I'm building in you. It's not possible to build something strong on the outside without giving it enough depth on the inside. So much of my work in you right now is quiet, inside, and not visible to other people. I'm not ignoring the parts of your life that people can see. I want to make sure that whatever I build, there is on solid ground. A life built on events that have changed will not last. A life built on a person who has really changed, that's what lasts. That's what I'm making you. You are also getting better at discernment, which means you can tell more clearly what is in line with your path and what is not. You can feel it starting to take shape, but it's not quite there yet. A quiet signal that goes up when something is wrong and down when everything is fine. You've always had this, but it got lost in the noise and the need to please everyone. Because you were afraid of missing out, and because you usually ignored what you felt in favor of what other people thought you should do. That noise is getting less. As the noise level drops, you can hear better. This is also a lesson in how important your energy is. You are not a resource that never runs out. You were not meant to give yourself to everything and everyone who asked for it. You have always been asked to do things. A long time went by before you asked if they were yours to meet. Now you're beginning to ask that question. You are becoming more aware of what makes you feel bad and what makes you feel better. You're beginning to see that keeping your energy safe is not being selfish. It's being a steward. And I am the one who gave you that understanding. It is not easy for you to become the person you are becoming. That's not where I'm building you. It's real weather, real uncertainty, real pressure, and real times when the ground felt unstable, but you had to find your footing anyway. That's how strong I think you are. This is how real strength comes about. Not when there is no trouble, but when there is trouble. Choosing, standing, and moving forward. There's something in you that has gotten stronger each time you've done that. Like a tree grows in a hard season, something inside you has grown a ring, stronger, denser, and able to hold more. The way you see things has changed, not the sight you have. The most important sight is what's going on below that. You read things, people, and your own life the way you talk about them. You are becoming clearer in a way that wasn't there before. You will need it and need to trust it. So I want you to know what it is and where it comes from. There are some things that used to interest you without any doubt. Feelings of urgency that were not real. Distractions that looked like chances, conversations, and situations that seemed important at the time, but took away days from your life. Those things no longer have the power to draw you in. You can tell the difference between things that are really calling you forward and things that are just making noise. One of the most important things I can teach someone is that difference, no matter how small it seems. You are learning it too. I'm making you smarter at making decisions, but not the kind that makes you doubt everything or shut out of life. The kind that gives you a solid base when you need to make a choice. Like the kind that helps you figure out what fits with your path and what doesn't. Sometimes you've made decisions that seemed good at the time, but felt bad after a few hours in spite of how they looked. It really did feel that way. There is more noise. It is easier to ignore, and I am changing it. The things that are important to you are also changing. It's happening quietly, but it's clear that it is. Things that used to be important to you are becoming less important. You're having to pay more attention to and care for things that you used to put second. This is not a mess about what's important. This changes things. I'm changing the things that are important to you. And the process can feel like being lost at first before it becomes clear. But you can settle down. When it does, you'll understand that your life is based on something more real than what it was based on before. You are also being more honest about the things you do with your time. In a way that leads to change, not one that makes you feel guilty. You can now see where your hours have been going, what they have been building, and whether what they have been building is what you want. Being honest in that way is uncomfortable, but it needs to be done. I'm not giving you this awareness to make you feel bad. It's in you because you're ready to act on it, and because the life I have planned for you needs you to be intentional about it. You are also becoming more and more still. It's one of the signs I'm most happy to see. not the stillness of someone who has given up, but the stillness of someone who doesn't need to move every time there is silence. You are learning how to be in the presence of uncertainty without trying to solve it right away. You are getting better at keeping an open question without letting it make you feel unstable. Not being able to lose your focus in the middle of things that aren't clear is something that most people never learn. You are now making it better. Along with the stillness, you are becoming more and more sure of what you are supposed to do. It's not a big, loud certainty, but a steady, quiet knowing that has been growing in the background of your days. The ability to know where you're going without needing other people to agree with you. Something that knows you better than words can ever say about what you were made to do. That knowing is where I put it. It is mine and it is yours, and no opinion can take it away from you once you choose to stand in it. You are also learning not to take the time to explain yourself to people who don't want to know. You are just starting to walk in this deep kind of freedom. Long ago, you needed other people to agree with your path before you felt safe enough to take it. You wanted to move before you got agreement. You wanted to be approved of before you believed. That doesn't mean I don't think community is important. I made you to be with someone. You can learn from the wisdom of those who walk with you, but you can't depend on the approval of those who are just watching. Each part of this sharpening is used for a specific task. You won't be able to see your life more clearly from afar because I'm not making you smarter. I'm making it stronger so that you can move through your life more precisely. In this way, you will not miss the right chance when it comes along, so that you won't ignore the right person when they come your way. To make sure that when I open a door that is meant for you, you will know it and walk through it without hesitation. This level of sight is possible for the person you are becoming. When you were younger, you might have found it too much to really understand what is right and wrong in the choices you have to make to see and feel them so clearly. But the you that is rising now has what it takes to do it. You're strong enough to carry it, and you'll use it well. I'm giving you clarity as a gift. When you suddenly understand something, not all at once, but as a steady light inside you that gets brighter with each step you take, that light doesn't go out either. This is not taken from your situation. It runs deep in me, and I'm not leaving. You're getting a new kind of confidence, and I want you to know what it is, because it's not the kind of confidence most people think of. The one in the world is loud. It makes itself known. Achievement looks, and how other people react help you figure out if it's real. I am not building anything else in you at all. It's not noisy. There is no need for applause for it to stand. It doesn't need agreement to stay where it is. It comes from more than just performance. It stays there even when the room is quiet. This confidence comes from having a solid grasp on who you are. Not based on what you've done, what other people have said, or how well things have gone. It comes from something I've been teaching you for a while. A sense of your own worth that didn't come from one event, but from years of work inside you that is now starting to show itself. You are starting to walk differently. You are not cocky, but you have a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are not walking alone. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, You become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history, it is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Something else is going on at the same time that this confidence grows in you. Things are starting to come into your life in new ways. There are changes happening in the quality of the connections you're making, the chances you're getting, and the situations you're in. This isn't a coincidence, like calls to like. As you become more clear and strong about who you are, the things you attract start to match that. When you used to connect with people, you gave more than you got, put yourself down to keep the peace, and put up with things you shouldn't have. Those are being pulled away from your life. People who are meant to be in your life during this next phase are not the same as the ones you've been used to. They are not people who need you to be less than. You are to make them feel good. These are people who see what's good in you, value it, and help you stay on track instead of taking you off track. A few of them are already close. Some of them are still on their way. But they'll be there, and you'll know it. You can tell how much you like someone by how much air you can breathe when you're with them. I also want to talk to you about the relationships you have now, the ones that have been put to the test by this time of change. It's not always necessary to end a relationship that has been tense. Some of the people who are important to you are just getting used to the new version of you. They are not scared of your growth. They are just getting used to it. No matter how long you give them time, don't let it change who you are. But with the patience of someone who knows that everyone affected by change needs to adapt. Those who really care about you will find their way. Get this word right now if you know it's meant for you. You are also more aware of what you bring into conversations and rooms with you. Being here is not neutral. There is something about you that changes the atmosphere around you. Not in a mysterious way that needs to be explained, but in the simple way that every important person has an effect on the world around them. Keep it up, people. People feel your attentiveness without being able to put their finger on it. People around you can feel calm from you even when they don't mean to. This isn't a load, it's calling. And I am teaching you to carry it with care instead of carelessness. Someone will come to you with a question they can't ask anyone else. In the middle of their unease, people who are looking for something stable. They won't always tell you why they're there. They will come though. And what you have with you will be just what they need when they do. It's not because you know everything, but because the work I've done on you has made you a place where stable things can be found. This is a part of what you're becoming. Someone who gives others something to stand on when they're around them. This is not a performance-based role. You don't have to work hard to make it or keep it up. It comes from being who you really are and from the work you've already done and the work you're still doing. Just keep becoming what I'm making you. That's the most powerful thing you can do. Keep letting the work happen. Even when it's hard, keep going down that path. Even if it feels like you might stop moving forward, keep going. The power that this version of you has doesn't require you to go after it. It'll follow you. There are also more specifics in your energy. You've learned not to spread it too thinly across too many people and things. You are learning how to focus your attention. giving your full attention to the things that deserve it, and not giving it to things that are just taking it off your shoulders. This is not a simple subject. It's a sign that someone has started to really understand how valuable they are. It will add up over time to give you results that will surprise you. What I am teaching you is not a version of success that you have seen other people have and have decided to copy. There is something about you that makes it unique, and only you can carry it in the way you choose to. The path you're on is different from everyone else's. It is yours and was made to fit what I put inside you before you could put it into words. You are shaped by everything you've been through and are moving toward a goal that was set before the season started. I'd like to talk to you about being brave. Not the kind where you don't have to be afraid. The kind where you move forward even though you're scared. The kind that acts without waiting for sure things to happen. That kind of faith that has been slowly growing in you this season and is now strong enough for you to act on, because you have things that need it. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Certain things you have been putting off because you couldn't see how they would work out have been on your mind for a while now. There are choices you should have made but have been circling. You've felt pulled in certain directions, but you've been holding back because you don't know what will happen. I can see why that hesitation makes sense. It feels like a duty, it seems smart. However, there is a time when being hesitant is no longer smart. It's just a name for fear that sounds better. I'm telling you now, that time has passed. It's not time to act when everything is clear. Now that you have a clear picture of the direction I am pulling you, it is time to act. This doesn't mean being careless. Moving without prayer or thought is not what it means. It means having faith that I won't call people to things and then leave them in the middle of the journey. I've never told you to walk somewhere and then left you to do it on your own. It's real that you're scared about making a new choice, but it doesn't tell you if you should move or not. It's details about how important this is. And the most important things always cost the most to get. You've stood on the edges before. You've had dizziness because you didn't know what was on the other side. You've already decided to move though. At the time, you might not have called it bravery. You could have called it need, desperation, or just not having any other choice. But it was brave. And each time you moved forward on the edge, you grew in a way that you couldn't have grown any other way. You're ready for this season because of the growth you've had. And more of it will be needed this season. I also want to say something about when things happen. You've been wondering for a while if things will work out, if the pieces will fall into place, and if the time is right. I want to get rid of that question and replace it with something more solid. I don't move slowly. It is exact. I'm not waiting to work on the things I want to do in your life. They are put down. Every moment that felt like waiting was a moment of positioning, of setting up what needed to be set up, of getting ready for what needed to be ready, of making sure that what comes to you comes at the best time for it. When a door opens before its time, something that comes in isn't ready. And what you get before you're ready for it goes away. This has happened in the lives of people I care about. I won't do that to yours either. What is good for you is not being kept from you. I'm making sure that when it comes, you'll be ready to receive it, hold on to it, and build with it. That's not being absent. That's taking care. Also, the wait time is not a punishment. It's accuracy. I also want to talk about times when you think you can't go on. that feeling, not the dramatic one, but the quiet one you feel every day. When it feels like too much work in the morning. The evenings, when the distance you still need to go seems farther than what you've already traveled. I remember those times. I'm in them with you. In those times, I want you to hold on to this. You don't have to carry the whole weight of what's coming. You only need to do the next step, which is right in front of you. Take one step with what you have and where you are. That's all I ask at any given time. You won't need the courage I'm giving you for just one big event. To keep track of the choices you make every day. The choice to be honest, even though it would be easier to lie. To talk when it would be safer to be quiet. To trust even though everything around you is telling you to doubt. It is a practice of being present in your own life in its entirety, rather than a sped up and manageable form. Your courage grows every day that you make those decisions, and it is growing. All of this is linked to the fact that you are settling down with something about who you are. You are becoming more and more aware that your worth is not based on how well you do. This knowledge is getting harder and harder to shake. You can't get it back after failing. It doesn't lose its value when other people are let down. You were given it. I am in charge of it. And nothing in the world we can see can add to or take away from it. It changes what you're willing to risk once you fully understand that truth. This is because you are no longer risking your worth. Your value is already set. There won't always be a clear path to follow. There will be times when you can see the next step, but not the one after it. That's not a lack of direction. That's how a journey that needs trust is planned. I'll show you what you need to see when you need to see it. I'm not going to keep the light from you that you need for the next step. That is what I want you to believe and do. Not when the road is lit up all the way. But trust only needs to be there when the next step is clear. That's all I've ever asked. As time goes on, there will come a time when you will look at your life and not immediately recognize it. This time is not far away or made up, not because it's changed so much that you can't recognize it, but because it's become something you could barely hope for before. At some point in your life, you'll realize that the things that used to hold you back no longer do. That you no longer have to carry the weight you did for a long time. That you are not the same person you were when you came into this season. Also, that the difference is so real and complete that it will be hard to remember how you really felt when you were younger. You should not think of that as a promise that will come later. Instead, you should see it as something that is already happening. The arrival is not a single moment. It is the sum of all the little steps you've taken to get there. Each time you chose to trust instead of giving up. Every time you moved forward instead of going back to what you knew. Every time you didn't run away to comfort. You stayed in the pain of growth. All of that adds up to something that can be seen. The part that can be seen is closer than it looks. You are getting used to something that I want you to pay attention to. Not the peace that comes from resolving issues or answering questions. This kind is different. It's the peace that comes when someone has decided deep down that they love me and will trust me completely. Not partly, not under certain conditions, and not just in places where trust feels safe all the way through. No matter what happens on the outside, that choice creates an inner stillness that nothing else can give or take away. I can see that choice coming together in you. I'm going to honor it. Times have come when you felt like you didn't have the strength to give something. There were times when the demands were greater than what you could see in yourself. Still, here you are, not lessened, not broken, not reduced to a smaller version of what you were. You are growing and becoming more than you were before this season began. That's not a little thing. Please think about that for a moment. Not out of pride, but because they know they earned it. You're still here. And the person you are now is not the person you were when you came in. There is now something there that wasn't there before. Also, I'm setting up something in you that has to do with your future and the people you love. What I'm doing to you doesn't stay inside you. It moves outward. The stability I'm giving you will make the world around you stable. I am giving you peace, and it will reach the people you pray for. The strength I'm building in your base will become part of the base that the people you love will stand on. Not because you make yourself a burden, but because the people who love you will feel the strength of what I built in you and get stability from it. Part of the point of this change is to do just that. It was never just for you. As well, a new bond is growing between you and hope. These aren't the weak ones that depend on good news to stay alive. These are the ones that have weight, roots, and don't break when things go wrong. You've known the weak kind of hope that rises with good news and falls when bad news comes. I'm going to replace that with something stronger. A hope that comes from what I've said, not from what you see. A hope that isn't based on evidence at all, so it stands in the middle of evidence that goes against it. It starts with me. Because I won't give you something you aren't ready for. I want to be honest about what the rest of this trip will be like. It's not going to be simple. There will still be tough times of the year. There will still be times when you don't know what to do and when you need more courage than usual. Do not think that I will promise you a life with no hard things to do. I promise you a self that is ready to meet them and a presence that goes into all of them before you do. You won't have to deal with anything by yourself. Not a single choice, not a single dark moment, not a single step on ground they didn't know. I'm already there. It's not that the road gets easier that changes. On the road, you change into a different person. It feels different to carry the same distance when you are strong instead of when you are weak. The same problem looks different when you know what to do instead of being confused about it. Different doors open in the same life for someone who has been rebuilt from the inside out and is no longer controlled by old fears, wounds, and patterns that used to steer everything. That's what I'm making, which is the person you are becoming now. You won't always be in this time of change, this level of intensity, this rearrangement, or this kind of internal pressure. It's not going to last. It has a purpose and is taking you somewhere. Things that have been on your heart, things that I have been setting up, and things that are yours are on the other side of this season. I'm a God who finishes what he starts, not because you deserve them perfectly, but because I began something in you and I will finish it. Listen to this and put it where you keep the important things. I'm still interested in you. I still have more plans for your life. The best thing I have for you is not from the past. It's up ahead, because you are becoming the kind of person who is ready to receive it. Move forward. Stay put. Believe in things you can't see yet. The person doing the work is honest, and it will get done. Accept. I get this. If you're willing to accept everything I've promised you today. You are about to enter your divine future, but remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided e-books and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.